Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Together for Good. We are raising money for MSF. Real quick, just before we get started, to support Doctors Without Borders, click the donate button on the Games Done Quick Twitch page beneath the stream, or you can use !donate in the Twitch chat for more info. All funds raised support Doctors Without Borders' mission to provide medical humanitarian assistance to people based solely on need. You guys can do !MSF or !donate in the chat. But real quick, we are going to be starting with Wolfenstein II, the new Colossus with Anarchy, if you want to take it away.
And start time in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Thank you. This is Wolfenstein II, the new Colossus. This is the sequel to the 2014 game Wolfenstein: The New Order, developed by Machine Games, published by Bethesda Softworks.
Here they come.
Basically, Wolfenstein is sort of one of the precursor games in the FPS genre.
You ain't getting it back.
Most people think the sort of beginning of the genre is with the early Doom games, but before it created Doom, they created the Wolfenstein series, Wolfenstein 3D, being one of the very earliest FPSs. This game in this newer series by Machine Games is a sort of attempt at a revival of the series, and I would certainly say they're successful in that. There are 4 games. This one is the third one released. There's The New Order, The Old Blood, The New Colossus, and Youngblood, which you might have seen me run through at any of the other UEAF and Doom Peak events. But basically, the gist of the story is that we're in an alternate universe where instead of the Allies winning World War II, the opposite happened and the Nazis have sort of taken over the world. So we're playing as a sort of hero of the story, BJ Blazkowicz, the People's Goat, and basically we're trying to liberate the world from the Nazis. The first game, we're pretty much doing that in Europe. This game, we've sort of revived the resistance and we're sticking it to the man in the United States. So, yeah.
Yeah, I know I mentioned this in your chat recently, but I just love watching this game because it's so fast. But then also sometimes, like, this game gets into, like, some, like, just wacky territory, and then suddenly it's just like, oh yeah, this is Wolfenstein. There are, like, Nazis in this game, huh? Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, this game is very, in the speedrun especially, it's very, like, easy to forget that this is, like, we're, like, sticking it to the Nazis. Like, it's very easy to just, like, get right into being fast, and you kind of just, like, especially once we do some crazy stuff in a nondescript location that we'll get to later, you'll definitely be like, oh yeah.
Alright, belt reversed. Up we go.
Also, for those in chat, there's a cat in the background. That's my roommate's cat. She's been chilling with me all day, so she's gonna be hanging out with us while we do speedrun.
Get off my man! William, are you alright?
Very cool. So as I was saying, this is the third game in the new Wolfenstein sort of series. If you're wondering there, it kind of didn't make a whole lot of sense. We kind of skipped it in the beginning, but I actually loaded a save from the first playable part of the game rather than starting a complete new save file. That's because this game gives you a lot of exposition. That's very heavy on exposition. So we load a save at the beginning instead of just starting a new file, because otherwise we'd be sitting here for like 10 minutes with just like cutscenes. It also kind of bleeds into normal gameplay. There's a couple cutscenes, this one included, where we're kind of just be hanging out for a lot of time, 5-6 minutes. while the story sort of just gets through what it wants to get through. But yeah, this is a direct sequel to The New Order, released in 2014. So at the end of that game, we beat the crap out of the villain, General Deathhead. But he sort of, his last gift to us was a lot of grenades, and we sort of blew up a little bit. So BJ's really kind of ill at the beginning of this, as we just went through a crazy looking wheelchair section. That's going to be sort of a common scene throughout the first half of this game, where BJ sort of he spends the entire beginning of the game sort of monologuing about how he's about to die. But also, while we're here, this game is kind of gory. That might be to be expected from the FPS shooter, especially when we're dealing with Nazis. If you're sensitive to gore or anything like that, Caroline is gonna lose her head in a minute, so I will be looking away, but just in case. Otherwise, this cutscene is really long, so let me if you have any donations, announcements, anything like that, you're free to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. We got a couple of donations. We got a $5 donation from Kumag SA and a $25 donation from Beetle Ducks. Thank you so much, everyone, for donating. And real quick, I just want to mention that, yes, GDQ Hotfix is doing a event for Twitch's Together for Good event, and we're super stoked about it. And we're supporting Doctors Without Borders, and a majority of the funds raised for Doctors Without Borders comes from small donations. So if you want to donate, maybe $5, maybe $10. If you donate 10, that is 15 treatments to cure children from malaria, which is quite the value. That is also one splint to used to immobilize a limb in an injured patient, which is super, super important. So if you guys think that Doctors Without Borders is doing the best work, absolutely give them some love in chat. I know they've been hanging out, and put in a couple of donations.
Like I said before, trigger warning, Caroline is unfortunately going to lose her head in a second, so like I said, I'm going to look away, but yeah, if you're sensitive to gore and things like that.
Criminal mastermind.
Yeah.
Never give up, Blaskovich. Never give in to these people. I think not. I think you're just another.
That was a really bad job of looking away, actually, sorry, but if you were around for some of my other runs at UAF, in particular the New Order, yes, this is indeed, as PT said, Becky with that bad jaw. This is her sort of time to shine. She's the main antagonist of this game, and she's back with a vengeance. She really does not like us, so.
She's back with a worse jaw, I think.
Yeah. Mima is not, she's kind of lost her mind a little bit, so.
Real quick, I do have I would like to call it a big announcement, but for the next run, if we get to $3,600 raised total, we will be getting the freestyle showcases in for SSX, and Junior is super, super good at that game. So if you guys want to see the freestyles as well as the peak races that he has to do, absolutely get in your donations.
Real, Junior is awesome, and SSX is a really cool game, really cool series, so get your donations in, team.
Yeah, I'm looking at you, chat. Get your donations in. I'm staring you down.
Alright, we still got another minute or so worth of downtime, but we're finally going to get back into the thick of it. Cat is going crazy in the background. But this is one of the sort of differences in this game. Once again, some of the earlier games, they have sort of a timeline system where in the New Order, you can either choose between saving this guy Wyatt, or you can choose to save Fergus. in that game, we choose to save Wyatt because there is a sort of mechanic system where you either unlock hot wiring or lockpicking as a mechanic based on who you save. And lockpicking is a lot more useful of a mechanic than hot wiring is, and allows us to sequence break a lot of things and makes the run just easier and faster. In this game, the difference is less noticeable. There isn't much of a mechanic system like that game had. Basically, the only difference is the signature weapon. If you remember the laser craftwork from the New Order, that returns in the Fergus timeline, but in the Wyatt timeline, we're going to be using the Diesel craftwork, which is a new gun, which we'll get introduced to in a little bit. Once again, in this game, it actually doesn't really matter that much, but I like using Diesel craftwork, so that's what we're going to do.
Keep your shit together, Wyatt. Need you to step up now.
So we're at... go ahead.
We got a $5 donation from D-Tags and a $5 donation from James Quall and a $7.77 donation from Tam Il. So just reminding everyone, every little bit counts. We would love to see that freestyle showcase in SSX.
Real. So what we're doing now is we're basically busting out of Frau Becky with the Badger, Mima. We're busting out of her very large Nazi air fortress that she has.
They taught us back in boot camp.
So she's captured us. The main base for this game is a U-boat, and basically this giant flying air fortress has the capability to suck submarines out of the water, apparently. So we're escaping from that. Excuse me.
That's so polite for just shooting someone in the chest with a machine gun. Like, excuse me. Like, sorry, you're in my way. I'm trying to do a speedrun real quick. Sorry.
Hey, my bad. My fault, dude. Also, yeah, for those wondering, like I said, the story differences in this game are very minimal, but in that scene with Wyatt, if you're in the Wyatt timeline, Wyatt will only get his ear and part of his face sliced off. It's the Fergus timeline where he gets his entire arm cut off, which that's sort of where the main story differences. Because Wyatt will do some really funny stuff because of his ear injury, as opposed to Fergus, who he gets a prosthetic arm, and there's also some really silly stuff that happens with that. But I definitely recommend playing these games casually if you've never done so before, especially if you're a big FPS fan. And even if you're not, to be honest, these games are really fun.
Yeah, just because I see people talking about it a little bit in chat, if you donate, if you donate $5, you do get a chat badge. I don't know if it's limited edition or not, but you do get a chat badge, and I donated earlier for the chat badge. It's gonna be pretty worth it. That's all I'm gonna say.
So,
Hurry! They have to go!
alright, so we're gonna make our great escape here.
Hold up.
And we'll probably put Caroline Russ as well there. But,
William,
here's our introduction to the new signature weapon, the diesel craft,
We've made a
diesel,
mistake.
whatever it's called. It's a
On the
diesel
floor
one.
plan,
I
section
don't
F
recall
just
that
looks like a
name,
little laundry room. We looked for it when we
basically
first
instead of
searched the
being
U-boat
a
after
sort
you
of
captured
lasered
it, but
weapon
we
type
didn't see
thing,
the
it
entrance
shoots
door.
diesel grenades,
And with all the
which is
things
really
we were
awesome.
worrying about back then, I suppose we didn't bother looking too closely. But now I've re-examined the floor plan, and there's a reference to a completely different document. The engineering map of Section F. I'll report back as soon as I find
I
it.
thought I almost fell off there. That would really suck, but Anyway, where we're at now is we're in Section
William, I found
F,
the engineering map.
which is a sort of hidden section of the Eva's Hammer, which is the submarine
God.
that the
Section
Crisis
F
Circle
stretches
made
along the
their
entire hull
main
of the
base.
U-boat, and we're on the biggest U-boat in the world.
And basically, there's been Nazis that have been stuck in here for the last like 5 months since the ending of the first game, and we gotta go take care of them
Be careful,
because that kind of
William.
sucks.
No telling how many Nazis could be hiding in there.
Basically, how Frowning found us in the first place was they
Those
were
Nazis have been
broadcasting
surviving
a
in there
signal
ever since you captured the U-boat
back
5
to
months ago.
the Auschwitz. So we're gonna go ahead and take care of that. I'm gonna see if I can do a cool little different route here. Usually what you do is there's a door you're supposed to blast off there, but instead, and what I think is a little bit faster, is you can just go in through the ceiling
Bombate will let you out of there.
avoid the door collision, which you can get stuck on sometimes, which is not cool. So.
I'm seeing a little bit of a train start in chat. Do you think we can get a $5 donation train?
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah, $5 train for
What's your
SSX
donation
sounds
thing?
incredible.
Get out of here now.
Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get out of Section F here. This is gonna be one of these sort of home-based type missions where we do stuff around here for a little bit before we get into the next bit of action.
As well as I do. But I got he can't cure.
So there's in this part there's a drone right here, as you're gonna see in a second. Well, bam, right? So we're just gonna go take care of that before we go on to the next part.
Gonna make me chase you, ain't you?
I'm gonna hope I can. Oh, that sucks. Okay, so what you can do is you can shoot it with the diesel grenades. You don't have to run all the way down there to shoot at it, but I missed. So
Gotta be more careful
well.
with his experiments.
You're back, Shimshon. How was my shooting range?
This is a good home for us,
Right.
Caroline.
Funnily enough, right there, you can talk to Seth, and he'll tell you to come over here and come talk to Anya. And then if you sit there and listen to what she has to say, like a normal person,
For her in Caroline's room.
you'll come back before he'll be done talking to you. But if you go over there and come right back, he'll still be talking to you by the time he's back over here, which is really funny.
Yeah, real quick, we actually got a whopping 7 $5 donations from that, and we got a $10 and $15 donation for that as well. Thank you everyone so much. It's a lot of names, so I'm not going to say them all, but yeah, you can see in chat, give everyone some love, give Doctors Without Borders some love, and keep helping that train chug on.
But I can still hear you.
Let's go, team. Awesome. Keep your donations coming in. So what I did right there, that was the first of 4, or there will be 4 more upgrades. This game introduced an upgrade system where you can upgrade your weapons, make them stronger, and do all types of other cool stuff. So the first one was for an extended tank, so our diesel craft work can have more ammo capacity, which will be helpful later. And then we'll do a couple more throughout the course of this level here too. And speaking of this level, we are in a blasted out, Fallout-ridden Manhattan. One of the ways that the Nazis were able to sort of take over the world in World War II was by winning the arms race and sort of dropping crap ton of nukes on the United States. So this is the blasted out ruins of New York. And it's giving Fallout vibes, I have to say. Fallout is one of my other favorite series. So this level is actually insanely cool if you get to explore it.
Going along to the state building. Caroline,
Oh, that's unfortunate. So here you get chased by a bunch of dogs. Optimally, you don't want to get your leg bitten, but I kind of did. This sucks. But all good. There we go. So what we're doing now, while we're in Manhattan in the first place, is to make contact with a New York-based resistance group, where we're going to meet Grace, who's one of the coolest characters in this entire series. So we gotta go through this subway here, and then we're gonna make our way just through the streets of Manhattan until we get to the Empire State Building.
Yeah, so with everyone contributing to this $5 donation train that we have going on, just want to mention that $5 is super important for Doctors Without Borders. $5 can get you 20 medications to prevent and treat postpartum hemorrhage. It can get 5 rapid tests to diagnose HIV infection. With 2 of those donations, $10, that is clean drinking water for 147 people for 1 week. And it is 4 surgical gowns for MSF's doctors and nurses to use during surgery.
I don't know where.
Every little bit that you can donate to MSF absolutely helps. Even if it's just $5, $6, maybe even 10, 15, 25. Absolutely get your donations
Find a way
in.
to reach the top of the state building and make contact with the resistance group. Look for elevators, stairs, anything. The radiation levels should be acceptable at the
Alright, I
top
hope
of the
this
building.
dog behind me doesn't pull me over. Let's go. With dogs, sometimes, here especially, they don't get you in the subway. The one that's up there will get you. If they don't get you there, that one will get you. So, that was pretty good. But here we're in the sort of, if you've seen
Should get to work on upgrading my weapons.
Wolfenstein the Old Blood speedruns, there are a couple sections where you... Sorry. There are a couple sections where it's sort of just dedicated to beating the crap out of a bunch of Nazis, shooting up as many as you can. This section here is pretty much that. So we're basically defending Grace and the New York resistance from the onslaught of Nazis. Yeah. You also might have seen I just did the rest of the upgrades there. We got a nail gun, which I think does more damage towards the drones and stuff. And then the extended draw magazine, which lets us have more ammo capacity. And then the last one is the marksman scope on the assault rifle gun, which is basically going to make everything a 1 or 2 shot kill, providing I can aim.
Yeah, it is an FPS speedrun, so maybe aiming's a little important.
Yeah. I'm not the greatest at it, but you know, I'm trying my best.
I'm just gonna shout out a few people who donated for this $5 donation train because it is still going. Thank you so much, Ox, Ashley Wow, Sokolas, Maduos, Conwolf95, and so many more. Thank you guys so much.
To be that sick.
Baby, yeah. Would you stop smiling, Cap? Come on.
Alright, so what we're not gonna do is miss this jump on the plane, because that would suck. And wait for it to come in.
Another angel.
Okay. Alright. You would be surprised how easy it is to miss that, and how many times I've missed that jump. It's really embarrassing, but you know, it happens.
Maybe this isn't bad.
So what I'm gonna do now is we're back to the Eva's Hammer. We're gonna go back to Section F. Basically, what we've in the story have devised is that the Nazis, basically their big nerve center, their big command center in the United States is in Roswell. And what this submarine just so happens to have is nukes, because that was how they won in the first place. They had, you know, a bunch of nukes. So we're gonna go ahead and go secure that so we can go blow the Nazis up, because that would be awesome.
Get inside, Caroline. You let the vacuum do great to fill.
The story of this game is just so, I don't want to say wacky, I don't know if that's the right word, but it's just kind of unbelievable. And I just love how casual we're being like, yeah, we're gonna get these things, we're gonna blow up these guys. Like, yeah, that's awesome, guys. Like, yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, this game is really like, I would say this series as well is really like, it does feel really wacky and really like sort of almost nonsensical at times. Especially this game has roots in like sort of like sci-fi, almost like supernatural type stuff, especially in the newer games, in the Old Blood. And if you played some of the older games, there's a lot more references to sort of like the paranormal almost type stuff. So this game definitely it is very serious when it needs to be. This is a very like heavy like topic, but I think it also is sort of lightens it up with the just sort of almost nonsensical stuff that happens sometimes, which I think is good.
Yeah, someone in chat said this. I think eccentric is the word I'm looking for, but yeah, a lot of people are just agreeing with me saying wacky, so I don't really.
Yeah. Over the top is also a very good way to put it as well. This game is sort of, yeah.
Yeah, and thank you to
Bring it to the old man.
Tizzle, Keelak, and Huge Zergerling. Thank you guys for your donations. Really appreciate it. And real quick, I do want to mention this block of runs that I'm hosting for. I did reach out to a bunch of people in the UBAF community, so if you're interested in checking that out in February, type exclamation UBAF in chat.
Seriously though, all the all black speedrunning events are all so awesome. I have a lot of really cool people, and there's a lot of very talented people who do a lot of great runs. So definitely come out and show up for UAF in February and the Juneteenth events and any other events that Black Speedrunners are in.
What's going on?
Yeah, absolutely come and support, but also absolutely donate. Exclamation donate in chat, exclamation MSF. All that, you already know. We're trying to get to 3,600 for the SSX Freestyles incentive. So if you guys would like to see that, absolutely get your donations in for that.
Okay,
you're looking for $3,600.
All-American Diner. Meet Super Special
Sure.
inside the restaurant.
So here we are in Roswell. We're gonna go underground to the big Nazi Nerve Center and go blow them up in a second. While we're doing that, we're actually sort of in disguise because we're the most wanted man on the planet, as you're gonna see in a second. So we can't just, walk up in here, do what we gotta do. We gotta do it stealthily. So we have this atom bomb that's sort of dressed up as a fire extinguisher. We've got a fireman costume on, which is hilarious.
German, dear. You will need it.
Sir, please have a seat at the counter. Be right with you. Ma'am, what'll it be?
And as I said, BJ is sort of the most wanted man on the planet. He's got his wanted poster, 1, 2, and on that TV is going to be 3 different times.
But he has no idea you bringing a damn atom bomb. You gotta break him the news.
Hello?
Also, I totally forgot to mention this the last time I interjected, but we are now at $3,300. So your donations are absolutely just like piling up. We would love to get to that incentive. And then also after that, we don't have a press release because we do want to get the incentive first, but there is a bonus one after. So absolutely, we would love to see your donations in for this.
If so, I'll come back another time.
Yeah, let's go, team. Get the donations coming.
I'm sure the fire can wait coming
This is another scene. This is one of the. There are a lot of really funny scenes in this game. This is one of the more wacky examples of how silly the series can be. There are a lot of just like hilarious cutscenes. This guy is like, "Oh, you look really familiar," and he's like, "Oh, I wondered why that might be. Why it might look so familiar."
Now you. Show me your identification papers, please.
Obviously, we don't have any identification papers, so we're just gonna do that and knock him upside the head, which is just absolutely hilarious.
I didn't think that was going to happen. You could have asked me like 30 seconds ago. I'd have been like, oh, I don't know. Maybe he's just going to run away or something.
Not that I don't trust you, Blazkowicz.
Yeah, that scene is actually that right there is kind of like an Easter egg type thing. You're actually supposed to show him the papers, and then he's like, "Oh, these are I think kill him." But if you unprompted, you press your whatever your melee key is bound to, you can just sort of knock him upside the head, which is hilarious.
So many characters in this series just have busted lips, busted jaws, busted heads.
Yeah. We gotta own them, All right. So now we're gonna sort of get into the Overcommando. I'm gonna hope this dog that's up here will leave me alone. I missed. I'm unlucky. But basically, we're at a sort of train depot. We're gonna go to the Overcommando, which is like, oh, that's unfortunate. It's very rare that I missed that jump, but we're getting to that train. We're gonna take it to the Overcommando. Okay, that's what's supposed to happen. Now we're just gonna make our way through here. I hope I don't fall off this train right here. If you're sort of like sprinting when you come off of the ladder right there, there's a chance you can just sort of run yourself right off the train right there and you will instantly die, which kind of sucks. But all good here.
Yeah, I just want to mention real quick because we are about $250-ish off of that goal. I do want to just mention that $250 donated to MSF can get 17 jerry cans used by refugees to transport and store clean drinking water. Get 24 tests to rapidly diagnose tuberculosis disease and drug resistance. It can get clean drinking water for 3,680 people for 1 week. And it can get supplies to make 82 dressings for patients post-surgery. That is an incredible value because Doctors Without Borders is such an amazing cause to donate to. So if you have the funds, you know, even just dropping a $5, that can make all the difference.
Okay, I was super focused, but...
Oh yeah, no, you're fine. This road looks so difficult.
Ground level directly above the cavernous vault with all that alien shit inside. You gotta haul your ass on up there, baby.
Alright, we are gonna haul her behind us right on up there. So what I'm gonna do is try not to miss. So there's a bit of a sequence break here that you can do, where instead of what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to ride this elevator all the way back up to where it just came from. Oh, I missed. That sucks. Like I said, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to take the elevator all the way back up, which takes a lot of time and is really annoying. So what we're going to do instead, hopefully if I can get it the second time, there we go, is you can just jump and vault over that sort of control panel right there and just ride the rail all the way back up, which is really silly.
Yeah, I actually closed my eyes for like a minute and a half, so it's cool that you got that first try.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I don't ever miss. I always do everything first try.
So,
I am the greatest
you want
of
the
all time.
Nazis to leave the warhead alone once you planted it, right? Well, what you gotta do is place it in the Oberkommando's nuclear reactor. That way the Nazis won't be able to track its radiation signature. They won't find it, they won't disarm it.
Very cool. So we've just armed the bomb in there, so we're gonna blow this plate to smithereens in a second. So now we gotta get out, because it would suck if it blew up while we were still in here.
Yeah, keep running, Nazis.
Yeah, our train is taken off again. We got 2 $5 donations, one from Orion's Belt and one from Sharp Dome. Thank you guys so much.
Let's go, team. Alright, so that was the Oberkommando, so we're gonna slide right onto there. We're gonna go to probably the shortest chapter in the game. Basically, this is supposed to be another very big exposition dump where you learn a lot about BJ's his childhood and his personal history. At least this version of him in the Machine Games timeline. So you're supposed to, like, there's like 3 different cutscenes outside you're supposed to interact with, and then you're supposed to look through the house and do all this. But instead you can kind of just skip all of it. That was his dad also that we kind of just killed. As you find out in a lot of the cutscenes, he's a really horrible human being. So we rightfully hacked his arm off. Unfortunately, while we were here, he called for on us, which sucks. So they're here looking for us. I'm also gonna hope that the game chooses to cooperate. This by far is like one of the better running games in the series. If any of you have ever played or seen anybody else play Wolfenstein Youngblood, the sequel to this game, that game can sometimes be very broken beyond measure. This game doesn't have a lot of that, but sometimes it does crash for me. If you saw me run this game at a Juneteenth event last year, the game crashed right there, which sucked. But seems like we're scot-free for the time being, so...
Yeah, nothing bad happens. Not ever.
Yeah, so this is the longest cutscene sequence in the game. BJ, unfortunately, here he's been captured by Frau now. So we're going to go through some trials and tribulations for a minute. So allow me if you have any donations, announcements, stuff like that. Time is yours.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just want to mention again, thanks everyone for donating. We are trying to get to $3,600 for the SSX incentive to show off all the freestyles. It's going to be super cool if we hit that. We are at 33.45 right now, so not too far off. I think we can totally make that by the end of the run. But we are raising money in support of Doctors Without Borders. MSF is an independent medical humanitarian organization that delivers emergency aid to people affected by armed conflict, epidemics, malnutrition, natural disasters, and exclusion from healthcare without regard to race, religion, or political affiliation. So MSF does incredible work. Absolutely get your donations in. Like I said, $5 is what most people have been contributing, just because, you know, the $5 donation train is hard to resist. But $5 can get 20 medications to prevent and treat postpartum hemorrhage, or treatments to cure adult patients from malaria, 5 rapid tests to diagnose HIV infection, and enough vaccine to immunize, if I could talk, 13 children against measles. So it is incredible what they're doing. Absolutely send in a $5 donation if you want to contribute to the train, if you want to see that SSX incentive.
This is kind of the only play we got, all right? I mean, the hoops I had to jump through to get to you, and I'm your fucking lawyer. That pissed me off.
I was also going to talk some more, but these cutscenes are really good. Super Special is probably my favorite character in this game. This dude is awesome. He's basically like a big, sort of like, outside of being just an awesome sort of resistance member, he's also like a really big, like, alien, like, conspiracy theorist. He's just really eccentric. He's like if this, like, game's, like, wackiness was like a person. So, yeah, he's awesome.
Okay, you ready?
What he's going to try to do in a second is try and bust us out of here because, you know, we're the greatest of all time, and we have crazy plot armor, and we can't get captured. Like, what is that? So, yeah.
You don't even know.
I will say, though, there's another trigger warning. Super Special, the GOAT, unfortunately, is not going to be making this cutscene. So once again, there's that, and then after that, there's also be another pretty big gore cutscene having to do with the heads.
We
So
make it that far.
yeah,
We make it. The hard part is getting down to the garage. Hey! Help! Help! Open the door! He fucking attacked me, man! He broke my nose, and then he got out through that door right there! Fucking Terror Billy!
Terror Billy, man.
Stay back. And he had help. They came in right through that door, and they broke him out. It was space aliens, man!
Rip Super Special. Very unfortunate way to go out, but it was space aliens, man. It's probably the best last words of anybody ever.
That's... What?
It was space aliens, man.
Guter Schuss, General. Der zuckt noch.
Idiot. He was dead.
Yeah, Anarchy, just so you know, I'm seeing some big fans of you in the chat. Some
Yes,
huge fans.
hey guys. Love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting me. I really appreciate it. First, we gotta have our moment with Becky with the bad jaw here, because she was pretty crazy in New Order, but she kind of took it up like 10 different notches in this game. She is like crazy. So, yeah.
She definitely makes me uncomfortable, but I'm pretty sure that's the point.
Yeah, I would say that Machine Games does an excellent job of making the villains in these games definitely like feel like super villains. Like they are all just like irredeemable and they just all suck. And Frowen, let's sort of got the, if you've seen General Deathhead from the New Order, whose like entire face is like, I don't know if he was like a burn victim, but he looks kind of crazy. So it's kind of almost mirroring her face scars from the first villain, which is kind of cool. But she definitely does a really good job of making you hate her and just feeling generally just really creeped out.
Yeah, she makes me feel just so uneasy.
My family.
Ugh.
Weeks pass. Or more. Feel myself slipping away.
But yeah, I would just want to remind everyone, we have about half an hour or so until the SXX run, and we really want to hit the incentive for that run. I know Junior's in chat. Definitely, like, you know, be like at junior_SM. I love you, and I love SSX. Please tell me about the incentive so I can donate. And I know he'd happily talk to you about it. I know he'd happily also tell everyone to donate so we can get to $3,600 for the incentive.
It is rare, even for a man of my
Well, guys, keep your donations coming in. But as I said, PJ's sort of the most wanted individual on the planet right now. So we're getting sentenced to death, unfortunately. So yeah, that kind of sucks. Oh man, oh man. But of course, because we're the guy, we're gonna bust out of here. Kabow. Whoop-ham. Let's go. Alright, so of course we can't have that. We're just gonna bust out of here because ain't no way. So this is one of the biggest sort of shoot-up levels in the game. Basically, we're just gonna bust out of this courthouse because, like I said, even the sense of death can't hold BJ Blazkowicz back. We're just gonna spend the next couple of minutes just shooting Nazis. This is awesome. This is also another moment where the sort of upgrades come in handy, because they allow you to sort of just mow these guys down a lot faster than otherwise. I'm gonna position myself up here. This is kind of random, especially if this courthouse level is really big, and you can actually run around all the way around the building. But there are a couple spots here where they'll always be the same, especially if you stay just in this area. This guy will spawn here, and the next guy will spawn right there. We'll just take them out really fast. And this little robot guy will be there. There's doors open to the right and left of me. Is the dog just gonna do that? Well,
yeah, real quick, we just got a $100 donation from James Paul in the chat. Thank you so much. And we got another $5 donation from Benjamin's. So we are about $150 off. We are so close to meeting SSX, guys. I need you to know it is the SSX incentive you will not regret like trying to meet. But I do want to mention real quick. Yeah, we are raising money for Doctors Without Borders. And with Doctors Without Borders, you can absolutely trust your investment. Dollar for dollar, the investment donors make by supporting Doctors Without Borders is unparalleled. MSF is committed to directing every dollar that they can into their life-saving programs. So, like I said, even if you donate $5, $15, $25, $50, $100, like James Call did, your investment is you just know that your donation is going to be going to trying to save as many people as possible. Thanks again.
Warm quilted daydreams.
Well, guys, keep your support up with the donations coming. Unfortunately, though that was sort of one of the coolest sort of workout sequences in the game, unfortunately that entire thing was kind of just a dream. BJ was dreaming. So him getting sentenced to death, we didn't actually really escape our fate as we would have liked to. So unfortunately, all of the world is going to watch us get executed in a second. So again, if you're sensitive to gore, BJ's going to get his head cut off in a second. So
that's not good.
No, that sucks, actually. That really sucks.
All I'm saying is MSF could fix him.
Yeah.
Exclamation donate in the chat.
Already got the ritual beheading blade and everything.
That's
big
blade.
They really wanted to sort of make a point with this execution. BJ he was the guy. So yeah. Alright, so that's the end of the game, guys. Let's pack it up. BJ's done. The whole thing is over. Right? Yeah, man, that sucks. Psych, just kidding. So, yeah, BJ got his head cut off, but he's not dead, because he's the GOAT. He's actually alive still.
Can you hear me?
This is the most plot armor I've ever seen.
Bro has the most plot armor of all time. So, because Setroth is the coolest guy ever, and we have the plot armor of the gods right now, BJ's missing his entire body, but he's still alive, so...
The connection between your head and your new body.
What Ani said, basically they're going to take that thing and they're going to connect it to my head, and we're going to put it on that body, and I'm going to get a new body.
Is that a kitty?
Yeah, that's Shoshana. She's actually sort of foreshadows the whole head thing earlier in the game. Basically, she has the head of a cat and the body of some type of monkey that he connected so Set could keep his cat alive, which is really good. So here we're also, this is sort of the halfway point of the game, by the way. We're going to take an upgrade that we can use with this new body. There's 3 that you can take. They're the Constrictor Harness, the Ramshackles, and the Battle Walkers. And basically they allow you to take different approaches to the levels in the game. So the Battle Walkers, they allow you to go high. The Ramshackles allow you to sort of, as I say, ram through stuff. And the Constrictor Harness allows you to go low any levels, which is pretty cool.
I have big news, real quick. We just got to $3,500. We are $100 off of beating that SSX incentive.
Let's go.
Thank you, Martel25 for the $50 donation.
Okay, what we're not going to do is here is we're not going to soft lock the game, because that can happen sometimes there. Right, so sometimes there, Sigrun, she has to really go to the bathroom. There's a bathroom right there. Sometimes if you interact with the thing you're supposed to interact with, the door to your bedroom, and Sigrun doesn't actually get out all the way, she won't finish her like cutscene, and she'll still be there when you get out of the place that you're supposed to be at. And basically, it soft locks the game, which kind of sucks. I've only ever had that happen to me one time, but it was enough to make me always safety save there.
Blazkowicz, find a way inside the nuclear bunker before the radiation levels, kill you.
So this is going to be our return to sort of blasted out Manhattan, and we're going to be utilizing the upgrade that we got, the Battle Walkers, to traverse this. level here. Like I said, the upgrades allow you to take different approaches to the levels. I took the battle walkers. I don't think, at least in the immediate couple chapters after dying, that it really matters that much, but it is going to matter a lot when we go to the sort of second to last big locale for the game, where we can do a pretty good skip, which allows us to save a lot of time. And what we're doing here, we're in the sort of bunker type thing. That sucked. Oh my goodness, okay. We're in a sort of bunker that has the location of another resistance cell in Louisiana, which we're going to go visit later. But we gotta go get their location first. So yeah.
Yeah, I just want to mention real quick, we got a $15 donation from Metacules, which is, now we're $85 off. We are so close. We are so close to the incentive. Guys, we just need this last little push to get to this SSX incentive. And then you're going to see Junior swag out on the AI opponents. It's going to be super cool.
I really love some SSX swag. So yeah, for those in chat wondering about the games, so far there's technically 5 games in the alt timeline games. There's the New Order, the Old Blood, this game, the New Colossus, and Youngblood. Technically, Youngblood is the Youngblood is the sequel to this game. However, it's a very, very sort of big departure from the games as they sort of were. So a lot of people don't really consider it a first sequel. It's kind of like a spin-off type thing. So we're still sort of waiting for the sort of true like sequel to this game, or Wolfenstein III. Unfortunately, I don't think it'll probably be coming for a while. Machine Games is working on Indiana Jones game, and even that is a far way out. But I think these games have a lot of replayability. They're very fun, and they're very short as well, so you can hop right in, play them, be done, and come back to it every once in a while.
Yes,
so,
Blazkowicz. I see you. Approaching now.
We just got another $10 from Undead Rhino. We are inching closer and closer to getting that SSX incentive. Thank you, everyone.
Okay. Alright, we're gonna do another little home base type thing. I had to take care of those little robot guys, sort of hitched a ride back on the way. But now we're gonna go to the next sort of resistance location, which is New Orleans. I'm gonna make a point to show you guys. That's an alligator right there, by the way. So remember that. Hopefully it won't be a problem later, but there's a section where the alligators couldn't pop up again. It would suck if they did, but just wanted to let you guys know.
How much time do we have left in the run out?
Blazkowicz, head for the old American bank building.
That's
Find them. Persuade them to join our cause.
I'd say like 15 minutes or so, 15 around there.
Okay. Yeah, you guys heard that. You guys got to get your donations. 15 minutes.
Yeah. Once we sort of get past the middle part of the game, the part where BJ dies, that's sort of the hump of the run. Everything else sort of starts to go through really fast after that. Before you know it, we'll be at the end of the run. So make sure you get your donations and stuff in.
Yeah, I looked at the timer like a minute ago, and I was like, wait, we're already at 50 minutes? It felt like we were just at like 35, 38, like not that long ago. Yeah, this run is moving so fast.
Yeah, it's definitely very like top heavy. Once we get towards the end, once we get here, you know, we start smoothing. So
yeah, and just again, we are $75 off.
Sounds like someone's putting up a fight.
Alright, so we're gonna try and do some ammo management right here, quick. I was sick. We're gonna watch these guys explode. I'm gonna put this away. So I wanted to make sure I had at least one ammo in there in my diesel crafter because we're gonna need it for later. But I have to say, when we get to the part later, I'll show you guys. But it is insanely embarrassing to get all the way there and realize you have no ammo in there. So, this is Gordon. He's another really cool sort of eccentric character in this game. He's the leader of the Louisiana resistance group. So basically, we're gonna try and rescue them, get them out of here, and bring them back to use hammer, so you can bring them in the fold. But what we're trying to do now basically is just regroup with everybody. We're gonna be running through the streets and sewers of Louisiana.
We got a $25 donation from Ninja Lemurs. That means we are $50 off. Literally only $50 off. We are so close. If you donate $50 to MSF, that can get 12 mosquito nets used to protect against malaria. That can get 42 treatments to cure adult patients from malaria. That can get 3 jerry cans used by refugees to transport and store clean drinking water. And that can get IV solutions to treat severe dehydration for 8 adult patients with malaria. That is incredible value. MSF is doing great work. Absolutely donate if you're able to. We only have, what, like 10 minutes left? This run moves super quick.
Yeah, rather. Yeah. This New Orleans section has. Okay. There we go. That's one of the many uses of the battle walkers where you can kind of just jump up and skip stuff. It's technically not a glitch because you can kind of just do it in a regular game. So yeah, this is glitchless, by the way. I don't think I ever touched on that, but we're not using any glitches here. Sort of just running our way through the game, all fast like.
No cheating like.
No cheating, no cheating. Hopefully, okay, no alligators. The last couple times I've been practicing this run, there's a chance that an alligator can jump up out of the water there and snap at you, which I've like never seen. I've seen like once happen to me casually playing this game, and I've never had it happen to me ever doing speedruns in this game. But it happened to me twice in the last like week. It's just crazy. Here's another instance of a sort of battle walker skill, where we just basically jumped up through like 4 flights of a building instead of what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to run around the whole thing, do a whole bunch of stuff, but we're not gonna do that. So where we're at now, we just skipped a whole bunch of exposition, by the way, is we're on Venus, the planet Venus. If you remember the Ober Commando that we blew up earlier, they were like, oh, they blew it up. So they were like, oh, we're just going to move it to Venus. Because we're just going to come to Venus and blow our stuff up. But they supremely underestimate the power of BJ Blazkowicz.
I just want to make a quick announcement. We just got to 3,600. We just got
Let's
there.
go.
Thank you so much, Sam Wise1 with the $50 donation. And with that, because we're at $3,600, we are getting that SSX incentive. Thank you guys so much.
What are you going to do?
I can already tell you guys what the next one's going to be. but I'm not sure what we're gonna be putting that last bonus game at. But we do have Keys SMB with a extra Puyo game that you guys are getting as a treat at the end of this UBAF block. So thank you everyone again.
Let's go, guys. By the way, you're probably not imagining things. That is Hitler himself here. Very bold choice to put him in this game, but yeah. So what we're doing here, how we even got here in the first place, is they're making a film based on the story of BJ Blazkowicz. Because if you remember, they think that BJ is dead. They don't actually know that he survived getting his head cut off. Because who would anybody think that BJ would? Who would think that? Who would like, oh, he would survive that for sure? They wouldn't think that. So basically, they're casting for a film and for somebody to play BJ. So we're pretending to be an actor to play BJ instead of me being BJ. So yeah. This is another really long cutscene. Also, if you're wondering about this dead guy over here, this is the universe's equivalent to Ronald Reagan. The cutscene that we skipped is it's hilarious. The guy goes, "I'm from Arizona," and then gets shot, he gets murked. It's hilarious, but yeah.
Ich gebe Ihnen, was Sie brauchen, den Geist dieses Irren zu verstehen, dieses dreckigen Untermensch. Oh, ich kannte ihn in- und auswendig. Und darum konnte ich ihn gefangen nehmen und ihn der Gerechtigkeit übergeben. Mein Gott, habe ich Hunger. William Joseph Blazkowicz.
Yeah, so basically, the irony of the scene is they're explaining who BJ is in the premise of this film, and they're basically just lying out the behind about this dude, and we kind of have to just sit here and joke. But they got another thing coming for them. They do some really fun stuff here in Venus.
Yeah, real quick, I just want to announce, I did get word from our producers that we are setting the Puyo Pop Fever on GBA bonus game at $4,000 total. So if you guys would like to donate to that, absolutely, you can just click where the subscribe button is on desktop, and that's going to be the charity donation page, or you can do !mobile in chat if you're on mobile, and you can click that link and donate there. Thanks again, everyone, for the donations to get SSX.
Yeah, guys, I know I'm definitely watching SSX. So I keep the donations coming. MSF is really awesome, so appreciate you guys showing out and donating. We still got a little bit in this cutscene here. So let me if you have anything else. You're free to it.
Yeah. Thanks again, everyone, for donating and watching and all of that. If you would like to donate to MSF, Doctors Without Borders, like I said, !donate or together in chat, !mobile. Yeah, like I said, we are so stoked to be a part of Twitch's Together for Good event this week. We are streaming to support Doctors Without Borders. A majority of the funds raised for Doctors Without Borders come from small donations. So even if you just want to drop a $5 or $10 donation, absolutely, that helps so much. And if you drop a quick $10, that is clean drinking water for 147 people for 1 week. So think if everyone in the chat right now, donated $10, that is, for one person, that is the equivalent of like a lifetime of water. So, absolutely just, drop your little amounts, drop your big amounts if you feel like it. And hopefully we can get that Puyo Pop Fever bonus run.
Real quick, because it's funny. In the scene, actually, you can step on Hitler and kill him. It's hilarious. They absolutely own you right after, but it's hilarious, and I figured why not. So yeah, now we're going to get on with the rest of the room. Fix my gun there, and yeah, we're basically gonna go all the way through the Venus Emerald Commando, and we're looking for nuclear launch codes. This is very similar to the moon mission from the New Order, where we have to go and also get launch codes. So it's sort of a parallel. You know, we had to. How do you top a mission on the moon? Well, we go to Venus. I hear the dog behind me. Hopefully, it's not gonna get me. Hello.
Aw, doggy. I mean, not a good guy doggy, but still.
A dog nonetheless.
Yeah. Maybe most dogs go to heaven. How about that?
Right, so we're gonna go to the Venus surface here, which is really cool. This sequence is actually, like I said, it's really cool. Got the cool Venus landscape, and they introduce a mechanic where you, because it's super hot on Venus, you have to like go to these sort of coolant filling stations to fill up the coolant in your suit, which adds an extra layer of stuff. So you sprinting, running around, shooting drains that faster. However, because we're speedrunners, we're just gonna sprint through it, and it's gonna be whatever.
Yeah, nothing can go bad. We're speedrunners.
Exactly. Nothing bad ever happens. We're also going to be coming up on the main sort of sequence break skip type thing that we can do with the battle walkers here. So this section is like multi-leveled. You're supposed to run around and do all this crazy stuff with whatever sort of upgrade you pick, whether the battle walkers, constructor harness, what have you. Instead, what we're gonna do is just do that. Oh, yeah. Just went through some stuff there that wasn't part of the trick, but
I was about to say, is that a glitch or are we cheating?
No. Well, I wouldn't say that was intentional. That sort of just happens sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get it.
All good. Basically, we're just going to make our way through the rest of the... find the codes. This upcoming section right here is actually harkens back to the beginning of the game. If you remember, at the very start, when BJ was still wheelchair bound, we had to do the elevators or conveyor belt. Yeah, conveyor belt sort of section. The game brings that back here now that we're towards the very end of the game.
Yeah, it was so long ago. Only like an hour. So long.
Yeah, it was so long ago.
Yeah, I'm seeing some love for you in this run in chat.
Thank you, team. I really appreciate it. Alright, now that that's done, I'm gonna try and do another Battle Walkers thing. Oh, okay. There we go. Sometimes that can be like insanely hard to set up. Like, it's not hard at all, but sometimes BJ just doesn't want to cooperate. But that was pretty good there.
You might call this a howling hellscape. That view is prettier than a pie supper. Welcome to the Overcommando. Population, shitload of assholes. You got my Odin codes, assholes.
Alright, so as BJ said, let's go get those codes. We're gonna do this weird thing here. When I was playing this game casually before I started speedrunning, I always used to forget what you're supposed to do here, but you shoot this like big egg-looking thing, and I think it's supposed to be like a model of the planet, but it sort of just cracks like an egg, and you're supposed to look in here. Just inventive, I'll say that. But we're gonna go ahead and get these codes and get into pretty much the end of the game. Almost. We got another like 5-6 minutes or so, around there. Before that, though, we have a surprise party because it's BJ's birthday. Unfortunately, we're gonna skip all of the birthday cutscenes. They really are hilarious. But we have a game to finish, a speedrun to complete, so we're just gonna get on with our evening. This is also the section where I noted that ammo management for the diesel craftwork is insanely important because you need to blow open that hatch, but if you use all of the ammo and don't, there's not really any place to replenish it before you get to there in the speedrun, you will get there and get owned. You'll have to run all the way back to the hangar bay to try and replenish it, which is the biggest run killer like ever. But this is the second to last mission in the game here. We're returning back to the very beginning. We're gonna go and make our way through Frauen's Ausschmutzer, and we're gonna go find her and we're gonna go do some cool stuff. We are going to wait around for a minute, so I mean, if you have any donations, any donations and stuff.
Yeah, we don't have any donations right now, and this run is almost done, like you said. So by the time the next run starts, I want to be able to have some names to read off, maybe some messages if you type in chat and you donate, right? I would like to be able to read some stuff off, and just to remind everyone, we are looking for $4,000 total to meet that Puyo Puyo Fever bonus run.
Ship are harder to access from your location. Bring up the ship schematics in the terminal and see if there's a way to reach them, Anya.
We are benefiting Doctors Without Borders, though. And to donate to Doctors Without Borders, you can click basically where the subscribe button is, right under the Twitch stream. Or if you're on mobile, you can do !mobile in chat, and you can get a link to donate from there. All funds raised to support Doctors Without Borders mission. Let me retry that. All funds raised to support Doctors Without Borders mission to provide medical humanitarian assistance to people solely based on need. So absolutely donate if you like what they're doing. If they've been hanging out in chat, if you see them in chat, absolutely drop them a heart, all that, everything. Thanks everyone for watching and donating.
Yeah, guys, keep the donations coming. We are very close to the end of this game, so yeah.
Let's see. V-A-L-H-A-L-L-A.
Love BJ's typing there. He's very much
Well done, William.
BJ's like 50 years old, so as cool as he is a gunfighter, I don't think he's very technologically savvy.
Not even home row typing? Like, dog, come on. Speed it up.
Yeah.
William, I need some help here. Hurry, please.
These guys here. Do one last guy here. There he is. Never seen him do that, but that's okay. I think our cat friend is at my feet. She's under my desk.
Aww.
William, I'm in here. William, jump into the transport pod. They're on the other side. I've reprogrammed these.
I know we're almost done, but one donation per pet, please.
Hold on.
I know chat would love that.
Poor cat friend. Hi, Tigress.
Speaking of, we did get a $5 donation from Iskila. So, is that a pet? Is that how that works? Also got Another quick $5 donation from Tommy333_.
I'm up here.
William, there's
That was awesome. Sometimes, not sometimes. That jump is not hard to miss. It's literally like 2 feet in front of you, but you wouldn't believe the PV run I missed to that like 2 days ago. I missed that jump, lost like a minute and a half. It was so embarrassing, but you know, stuff happens.
That's just how speedrunning be.
Yep, it is how it is.
We also got another $5 donation from charities saying, donating for head pats! Exclamation.
Get here as fast as you can.
People in chat are absolutely loving Kitty.
Tigers, you have a lot of fans. Hope you know that. Just hanging out on the floor. Put the back of my head.
I can't believe all it takes to get people to donate is wonderful humanitarian aid, and then also, oh my god, there's a kitty!
Yay! I love a good cat, I'm not gonna lie with you. Where are you guys? I'd also donate for pets.
Yeah, I donate for both the incredible, wonderful work that Doctors Without Borders does, the great humanitarian aid, and also a little kitty.
Yippee! Right, so this is supposed to be like the sort of final boss type fight. You get all these super soldaten. We're gonna have the really big robots that show up in a minute. It's supposed to be like really dramatic. It's like the hardest fight in the game, or it's supposed to be. Seem to run out of ammo in my gun, but all good. All right. So yeah, it's supposed to be like the hardest like section of the game, especially if you play on the harder difficulties. There's those 2 really super big mega robots you're supposed to fight, but you can kind of just run right past them, which is hilarious. And yeah, we're just gonna run up here and make our way to the end of the game. We'll be done in just a few short minutes.
We got another $5 from the Milky Way. Thank you so much for the donations.
Okay. Right, so we made our way to the end of the game. Frangle, she's on a television show. Yeah, Frangle, she's put us through hell, so you know we're gonna make sure everybody sees what we have to say to her.
Camera 3, truck left for your wide shot.
Stop, Gunther.
Stand by. What?
Look. Stay on the air. Go do what you have to do, darling.
Feeling it, General? Down is coming.
Give it up for the fine young man, Best players money can buy.
By the way, that's also the band DKfer, which is known for the Bugs, which is supposed to be this universe's version of the Beatles, which is really funny.
We're here with a true hero.
This needs to happen.
This is so tense. I don't even know what to say. This is just...
The scourge of terrorists.
I don't know.
Yeah, once again, big goal warning, but we are going to be coming up on time in just a moment here. So yeah. And that's time.
GG's.
We're actually going to let this cutscene play out, because there's Frangle.
I have to know. What time did you get, like, loadless?
I want to be frank with you. I meant to start my timer, and then I started the game, and then I forgot. So, yeah, but, what was the final time close? If you
I'm
know.
not gonna lie, I don't have the page open with the timer. Okay, 118 flat.
Okay, that's pretty good. So probably somewhere around 14, 115.
Okay.
Yeah, 115 or so.
Yeah, good run, good run. It's very fun. Do you have any shoutouts, or like where can people find you?
Yeah, so if you guys like this run, you like me as a speedrunner, I'm anarchyasf pretty much everywhere. Mainly use Twitter, speedrun.com, and I've also been streaming, getting into streaming regularly again on Twitch. So if you want to see me run this game some more, run the other Wolfenstein games, run some other games, I've been cooking up a pretty devious Uno speedrun.
I can
some
vouch.
events
It's pretty
coming up.
devious.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, like I said, you can find me on Anarchy ASF and all socials.
And the truth is,
Yeah, absolutely follow her. She's a great streamer. She's super good at these games.